This one came up today. Now, this is the advantage of being an Australian Security Academy student. So the person who's not an Australian Security Academy student wrote in one of our Facebook groups, Skip Tracing Australia, great people, Skip Tracing, absolutely wonderful people, amazing, absolutely wonderful, use it, great people, go and work there, great service, have been advertising for skip tracing contractors on Seek. That's great. Well done, Skip Tracing Australia. One of the criteria for applications to be comfortable with making pretext calls. Now, this is the issue. I'm really interested in knowing how effective pretext calls really are. I personally never answer a number I don't know, and if the caller doesn't leave a message, I don't call back. There are so many scams and series sales calls. I don't want to bother unless I know the caller or the reason they're calling. Most people know the same. Thanks for your thoughts. So that's what the person's put in there. They might be a private investigator, whatever. If they're an Australian Security Academy student, they could go, ask me for access to Investigations Vuni, where you can go there and watch all the replays of our Investigations Uni, which happens live every Friday at 1 p.m. There it is on our learning management system, and that person could have gone to our pretext inquiries video and found out all about pretext inquiries. They could have also done a pretext inquiry short quiz and been awarded a pretext inquiry statement of CPD, Continuous Professional Development, if they were an Australian Security Academy student studying at the Australian Security Academy. This is totally free. Now, of course, anyone that's not an Australian Security Academy student, you didn't answer the question about phone calls. Well, you could go to the other one, episode number 80, about Pat Flynn telling us all about that in telephone interviews, or you could go to the one where we learn all about that over in with Scott Taylor in this episode about interview elicitation skills. And there's a whole stack of others about OSINT. So the really great advantage of being an Australian Security Academy student is you get free access to all this stuff. And if you're an Australian Security Academy student, you want to brush up and get a bit of CPD, get in touch with me and I'll put you into that system so you can watch those replays and score a bunch of these CPD statements. That's if you want to. You don't have to. Here's what they look like. You see stacks of them. They all, I think there's something like 35 of them available at the moment. That you can take advantage of there and get those certificates for it. And we'll be adding next week, I think, over another 25. So that all comes from our presentations for over at Investigations Uni, which are free for the Australian Security Academy students and exclusive to them because they are members of the Academy of Investigation Risk and Loss Adjusting Professionals.